Hey everybody, I'm coming to you from my plant room today because I have a really exciting unboxing to do with you. I have been having my eye on this for a long time, and what it is, it's new plant shelving for in here. And I bought 2 units, one 3-step lattice unit for in front of that window, and then another 3-step lattice unit for in front of this window, but with curved corner units, curved end units. So I'm so excited about this. Like I said, I've had my eye on these for a really long time, but didn't really feel I had a place for them. But then when my son moved out and this became my plant room, now I've got the space for it, and I am starting to accumulate more plants. And these plants that you see behind me right here are my in-laws' plants. They brought them with them when they came to visit at Christmas time because they're going to Florida for 5 months and I'm plant sitting. So I wanted to have a good amount of space to have their plants and also my plants that I currently have, and have room for new plants. So without any further gabbing, let's get into these boxes. As I said, they're from Gardener Supply, and they're of a lattice type of design, and they are black because the other shelving and plant stands I have are black as well, so I wanted to kind of continue with that. It feels like neutral. And these units actually do come with trays that you can put in them to, you know, catch water and whatnot, but I opted not to get those. If I change my mind in the future, I can get those. But I opted not to because I wanted to see the pretty lattice work. And all of my plants are in, have cover pots that catch any additional water, or little plastic saucers or trays underneath them. So the plant stand is going to be protected anyway. So I wanted it for aesthetics, not to go with the tray. So that was my reasoning there. But yeah, we'll see how easy or difficult this is for assembly. It's probably easy. I mean, I can't imagine it's going to be very difficult, but we shall see. But yeah, these got delivered right before Christmas, and I of course did not have time to fuss to put this together, so I opted just to have my husband put the boxes up here in the room so that I could do a video after Christmas. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love that detail. That's really nice. And I know some people get these for outside. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could, but to me, they feel like they're more of an indoor type of a unit. I'd hate to see these get like rusted or whatever, but maybe this powder coating protects it from rust. I'm not really sure, but to me they're more of an indoor application than an outdoor application. Alrighty, so that is this box. So this is the center unit, and I guess each of these boxes is the quarter round end units, side units, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this away. I'm going to organize my pieces and move the camera so that you can have a top-down view of how I assemble this thing. All right. It's another day. The camera shut off when I was doing the assembly of these plant stands, so I don't have that footage for you, but let me assure you that the assembly was really easy. Like, I'm very comfortable recommending this to just about anybody. You don't need any additional tools. The only tool that's needed is the little Allen wrench, which they include. And it was really easy to put together, and I'm just so happy with them. They're so pretty. I'm going to show you how it all came out here in a minute. I just loved how they came out, and it just has given me so much more storage for the plants, and it looks really nice. And also the next day after I got them put together, I was feeling very, inspired to do New Year organizing and clean out, and that kind of transferred over into my plants, and I gave everything a good groom, and I repotted a bunch of things, and there were some plants that were not like looking great, and I really struggle with throwing out plants because, I value life. I think that, living things are important, and we should try to take care of living things. So sometimes, I really struggle with a plant that is not bringing me any joy, but I feel like obligated to try to like save this thing. And something I heard just recently really made me feel better about that whole scenario. And what they said was that if you look at plants as far as compared to when you order flowers, like if you go to the florist and you buy a $100 bouquet of flowers, you know that that beautiful thing is going to last you maybe a week, week and a half, 2 weeks at the max. And then it's going to be gone, and you will throw it away, and you will have gotten joy from that beautiful bouquet of flowers. And they said you really should look at houseplants that same way. They're beautiful. They bring you joy. If they don't last, they don't last. But they have brought you joy, and they bring you much longer period of joy than a bouquet of flowers. So that really helped me to say, you know what, okay, I had two plants in particular that I've had for a while, and they brought me great joy, but they just weren't looking hot. And every time I came in to take care of my plants, it just made me feel bad. It made me feel bad for the plant. It made me feel bad about myself. Why can't you keep this thing looking great? Why did you let it get to this point? All the guilts. So I just decided, you know what, no more. If a plant just isn't thriving, and if it's not bringing me joy, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna compost it and put it back into the ecosystem, and it can live on in compost. So that was a really great kind of mind-clearing reset, mind reset when I'm looking at plants. So I just kind of wanted to pass that along in case you guys struggle with feelings of guilt and feeling bad about yourself because you can't keep plants alive. You know what? Do your best, try to learn, and if the thing isn't bringing you joy, just let it go. So I am going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you how everything looks. All right, here it is all put together. So there's the rectangular center unit, and then there's the two semicircular end units that when you put it all together makes one large semi-oval. But I just love the lattice detail of the shelves. I just think that's so pretty. And oh my gosh, just all my plants look so nice. I had to pull down the shade because it's so bright. I had to shade the plants so that we didn't get too much light in our shot here. But oh my gosh, I'm just thrilled with how this turned out. And as you can see, there's a lot of space in case I do find some more plants that I can't live without. But honestly, right now, I'm feeling very happy with the size of my collection. And I'm going to spin around, and I'm going to show you the other one. And here is the other center rectangular unit that I have against the other window. And I'm glad that I did not add the semicircular ends to this because it would not have fit. So I did make the right decision about which pieces that I bought. But it looks so good. And my plants are looking great. So pretty. Oh my goodness, and this Alocasia Regal Shield is doing phenomenal. It put out another leaf. I don't know if you could see here, but oh gosh, it's just doing phenomenal. So that makes me very happy. And then over right next to it, I brought upstairs my amaryllis, and they're gonna live here and just grow until we are ready to put those bulbs away so they can go through their dormant period, and I'm gonna try to get them to rebloom again this Christmas. So that's gonna be very exciting. And my fern, I put on a nice stand here and gave that a good groom. So that's looking good. And I have a little mister right next to it so that hopefully I can remember to mist it every day. I have another fern upstairs in my bedroom that I have a mister right next to it, and I've been very good about misting that one, and that one's looking really great. So, oh, I'm just so happy with the way my plant room is looking. Oh my gosh, everything's looking good. Got some plants over there, but yeah, it was really nice to get everything repotted. Not everything, but there was a number of things I repotted and cut back, and I just feel very like invigorated and renewed for this new year, and my plants, just so pretty. Everything looks so pretty. And this is one of my father-in-law's plants. They're in Florida now. So I'm plant sitting, and oh, it's so pretty with the flowers blossoming. I'm actually thinking about cutting that back more severely and rooting the cuttings back into the soil, which is what I did there and there, because that branch broke off, and so I just put them back into the soil, and they seem to be re-rooting okay. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, there's Callie playing. But yeah, everything looks good, and I put this Ficus elastica burgundy, the rubber tree, into the pot that used to have my calathea in it, and that's one of the plants that I let go of because my Calathea rufibarba, which I love that plant, and it did so good for the first half of its life that it was with me, but when I bought it, it was in the perfect spot, and then I moved it outside for summer, and it got a little bit too windburned, and it just never recovered when I brought it back in, and it just was looking really bad, and I was cutting leaves off of it every week, and I just finally, said enough with that. So I repurposed this pot and just using it as a cover pot. So there's just a grow pot inside there with this rubber tree. And I turned the rubber tree around so that's a little bit leaning on the wall right now because I want it to start to reach towards the light, towards the window, so it kind of, straightens itself out a little bit and grows maybe this way a little bit. Because right now it's like kind of growing towards the wall, and I want to encourage it to grow more straight. So that's the strategy with that. But yeah, that's my plant room all redone for the new year. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.